Hello, Prof. It's been a while from the last time we met here discussing the Church of Nigeria Mission in America. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing great. Thank you, my venerable Dave Wanebe. It's been a pleasure to be with you again to discuss our issues in North American Anglicanism. Thank you so much.
Yes, I have you today because I won't call it a controversy, but there is a misunderstanding of our mission here in the U.S., the Church of Nigeria Mission here in the U.S. In view of that, I would want to know, how did the Church of Nigeria Mission begin here in the U.S. In view of the ECUSA and its departure from the historic Anglicanism?
Well, you know, we came here in 1980. Some of us came in 80, 81. And we've been trying to find our feet in Anglicanism here. I was part of the Episcopal Church. I got accepted into diaconate in that's of New York. And we all continued all our mission work, ministry work, training and preparing for the nation. I won't go into dates and all that type of issues, but I just want to show you that everything before 2005, everything was going very well. And we were all part of a movement. But what happened by 1996, 97, there was a shift. And I won't go naming names or giving dates, but all I can say, in the 90s, there was a shift from the traditional historic Anglicanism with the Episcopal Church when they began to ordain women as bishops, and priesthood has started with them already by this time. And the whole thing began to take a different shape, especially the issue of gays and lesbians and all that, LGBTQ, being part of the mainstream Episcopal Church. Most of us began to protest. And we felt like leaving the church and not continuing our ministry work there. And that is how the whole thing started. But man of God, we began pulling out. We Nigerian Anglicans began meeting in our own different homes, some in New Rochelle, some of us in Manhattan, some of us in Queens, and others in Houston and other places began to clamor something different. There was a lot of shift in Anglicanism here. Those whites who didn't support that type of lifestyle began leaving the church and trying to find their focus on doing something else that would give them real Anglicanism in North America. And we Nigerians, fully by late 1990s, we began meeting real Anglican fellowship. Some of us who are priests already began meeting in homes, and that is where we are. Then we came together by 1999. By 2000, we formed what is called Convocation of Anglican Nigerians in North America, CONAM. And that we're going back to it now. So we had this Convocation of Anglican Nigerians in North America.
So just to get it clear,
yeah,
CONAM is not just a new name. CONAM have been in existence.
Reinvented.
Oh.
Because this was for Nigerian Anglicans.
Okay.
It was in 2005 that our then primate, who now came in on the appeal by the whites. Not even us, because before this 2005, what we are doing as Anglican Nigerians, where we used to invite our home bishops to come here and do confirmation for us and induct into Mothers Union of their local Nigerian dioceses. We had nothing with America. We were here as Nigerian Anglicans and deferring to our home bishops. We used to invite them to come here, do confirmation, Mothers Union Guild, and all that, the Episcopal work, as it were. So we had nothing to do with the whites anymore. When we pulled out from Episcopal Church, ECUSA at that time. Now it's called TEC, the Episcopal Church. So we had no issues. But as time goes on, the movement became stronger with the whites now leaving. We had our CONAM going on. We tried to form ourselves together. We now invited Church of Nigeria to come and help us so that we can have a recognition from Church of Nigeria. It was an initiative here. The Church of Nigeria never came here to found any church.
Okay.
Are you hearing me?
Yes.
We were the one who began the work here and then began to reach out to our home bishops.
Interestingly.
And then our home primates to come and help us. It was the movement of the whites now living in Episcopal Church that brought in a primate actively into all this whole foray in Anglicanism in North America. It was his coming in now that started bringing the whites to us. We were trying to do our own thing as Nigerian Anglicans. It was when the whites now joined us that they changed our name from Convocation of Anglican Nigerians in North America to Convocation of Anglicans in North America. They removed the word Nigerian. That was in 2005.
Okay.
We were Nigerian Anglicans, Anglican Nigerians.
In North America.
In North America. Now they changed it, now draw the word Nigeria out of it. It became the Convocation of Anglicans in North America, no more Nigerian. Then they gave us the first, I won't name names in this interview, sir. Then they gave us the first white man to become our missionary bishop. It was a mission agency, missionary work. It was not meant to be a diocese. It was not meant to be anything more than missionary work of Church of Nigeria with our roots in Nigeria. We formed it here. We reached out to Nigeria to come help us and regularize us and give us a formidable missionary work in North America with our loyalty to Church of Nigeria.
Okay, having said this, Prof, I know this interview is not expected to go too long because of our viewers who may want to, but we want to get everything in it. Prof, how did Church of Nigeria fund or support the mission work here in America? Was Church of Nigeria ever involved?
Till tomorrow, no single penny, not a dime came from Nigeria. We began all the churches you see today, that is, whether they're in adults or Diocese of the West, that's not defunct, both of them. Every penny came from us here. Maybe later on, maybe some people from Nigeria may have gotten some help from people in Nigeria, or that's Nigeria, but they never came to fund any work here. In the early years, in the 90s, and from 2005, even when it became Kenya, and we began forming new churches and parishes, no money came from Nigeria.
Okay. It's good to lay this emphasis and make it very clear that Church of Nigeria had not funded or has not been work from the beginning work.
Even till now, I don't think.
Church of Nigeria has not funded and is not funding the mission here, but the Nigerian Anglicans in America fund their mission. So want to get that straight.
And we sought their covering to make us authentic
So
Anglicans.
Church of Nigeria is giving us covering as a parent.
As a father, as a parentage, to give us a covering so that we can become really recognized as authentic Anglicans in North America.
Okay, having said this, Prof, what is the Church of Nigeria currently doing, or how is Church of Nigeria currently executing its mission here in North America?
I can't thank our present primates trying to bring us back to what we were in the beginning. And that's the beauty of what is going on right now. So if anybody is telling you that we are fighting with any other diocese, any other province, it's a lie. Because Church of Nigeria never came here to found any province, number one, or to found any diocese, number two. The diocese became something that caught everybody by surprise in the sense that it was Kenya with their two suffragan bishops under the white man. And eventually, because of racism, put it what it is, rejecting the blacks, we the Nigerians who began this work here, they never welcomed us in their own enclave as authentic human beings even, put the word. That was how all this suicidal nonsense. Then we saw the first diocese, which was adult, was the missionary diocese of Trinity. It was that movement that warranted the Cana to break into having 2 dioceses also. If MDT wasn't given to a part of us Nigerian movement here, Missionary Diocese of Trinity, Missionary Diocese, remember that word?
Missionary Diocese of Trinity.
It was a missionary work, but the word diocese made the other ones to also adopt diocese to their name. But it wasn't meant to be that. And now MDT is not existing. The 2 arms of Cana, west and east, evolved. That's how this mission thing began. That was not the original plan. And that was not the original, the origin of the work in North America. It was the diocese. It was the missionary work.
So, viewers, we thank you, Prof, for throwing this light. I want to make it clear that the current primate of Church of Nigeria is actually in order. He is trying to bring us back to our roots, to let us get back to where we started, CONAM.
Yeah.
CONAM was there from the beginning. It's not a new thing. Recently in Nigeria, Prof, I was at Nnewi, and a decision was taken by the Church of Nigeria General Synod. By the way, it's held every 3 years and is the highest decision-making body in the Anglican Church of Nigeria. And it's the highest policy-making body. And we had a vote, and the vote passed, where the 2 dioceses that Nigeria had here in America was dissolved, and its bishops converted to missionary bishops. What do you think is the future of our church in view of this new decision?
If we go back to what we were before 2005, and by 2005, when Cana was founded, it was missionary agency. Because we didn't come to fight with forget about any other thing that grew later. The Episcopal Church was here in America with their dioceses. And the late coordinating Bishop of North America, Bishop Gracewood, was even supporting Nigeria mission work in America before 2005. 3 Nigerians went for interview with a CUSAD. For them to give us a chaplain to take care of us Nigerians here in our own little ways, in our own hamlets, where we're having Anglican churches. But because of the issue of gays and lesbianism and all that, women of the nation and all that issue, that plan fell apart. Then we broke away from the whole arrangement. Archbishop Gracewood was then making with Archbishop Akinola at that time. This man went to Nigeria. Archbishop Gracewood of Ekusa Church taught the whole of Nigeria to show friendship between Episcopal Church of America and us, Nigeria. That was, I think, 2000, 2001, somewhere there. I don't want to name dates because I'm not quite sure. I didn't prepare for dates here tonight. But the man went to Nigeria, toured the whole, many parts of Nigeria with our own primate in Nigeria. And even our own primate was acknowledged here in that of New York. Given a post here, that's of New York, my own home diocese. So it was not, we didn't come here to compete with Episcopal Church. Forget about what is going on now, ACNA and all these other ones. We were dealing with Episcopal Church here.
Okay. Prof, the last question would be, ACNA is a province that Nigeria had supported during that Nigeria formed as an ecclesiastical,
in response to what Ekusa was doing.
Yes, in response to what Ekusa was doing. Now, what do you think? Do you think Nigeria is in war or fighting or in disagreement with ACNA? What is the position of Church of Nigeria with ACNA?
I don't want to name names. You know the history of why the whole thing messed up.
No, for our viewers.
Well, there is nothing. We are not. It's madness for anybody to think that most of us who grew up here as Nigerians, grew up in this country, practicing authentic Anglicanism, can one day pack a bag and go back to the white masters. This is racism of the world stuff. And we want to be authentic Nigerians. We want to be left alone to do our church in our own language, do our own rituals our own way, dance our own music, sing our own songs, our liturgy, the same way we did in Nigeria. Let them do their own. It's a parallel ministry. We are not forming a diocese. We don't need one.
Thank you, Prof. Viewers, this will bring us to the end of today's episode on Church of Nigeria Mission in America. Once again, Nigeria has no diocese in America as of today, and we have a coordinating bishop. Right Reverend Dr. Nathan Carlo is a coordinating bishop for Konam. And we have 3 bishops already serving, 3 serving bishops, 3 missionary bishops here. The Right Reverend Olukayode, the Right Reverend Martin Anabogo, and the Right Reverend Augustine Onigbe. These are all, and Right Reverend
4 of them.
Irona, 4 of them, not 3, 4 of them. And Right Reverend Irona. These 4 bishops will be coordinating together with the coordinating bishop of Church of Nigeria in mission, doing mission. Brothers, we are back to mission. Let's plant churches. Let's build our faith of our people. Let's bring Nigerians together and evangelize them.
That are patterned after some Nigeria. We're not here to fight with anybody. We're not fighting anybody. We're not doing anything else.
We all got it straight from Professor Joe Mokwe. Prof, thank you again.
Thank you, sir.
It's been a great time with you. Thank you, and God bless you.
And God bless you too, sir. Thank you.